Hayley, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Hope you're doing well.
You too.
All well these days?
Yes, sir.
Feeling good about everything, I'm sure?
Yes, sir.
What about yourself? What are some of the good memories you had at that Hayco tournament?
I know just winning it was such a blast because ever since our freshman year, we just wanted to win it, and this year we actually got there.
What's the difference? I meant to ask anybody this year. What's the difference between, say, first and second? Can you describe that?
Well, I mean, you work so hard to get there, and then second, it's not really a letdown, but you work so hard, and it's just you're one step away, and you just fall short, and it just feels terrible. But I mean, you're still excited to get second, but it's not the same.
What about this Northern Guilford team? You beat those girls 3 times already this year.
Yes, sir.
How about how tough was it in the finals? And you think back about the other 2 games, what level of respect you have for them, and how tough is that team?
I mean, we knew going into the final game, and every time we play them, we know it's going to be tough. So we have to prepare really hard every time that we get in. Just focus going into the games.
And do you like the battles like against, like, say, Sydney Wilson? I mean, it's not always one-on-one, but you still are going against each other. There's got to be some good battles there.
Definitely, because I mean, the majority of the game we guard each other, so it's definitely a challenge.
And what kind of challenges do you see for Northwest the rest of the year?
I know we have a few challenging games, like maybe Southwest or Glenn or something like that, but other than that, I'm not sure unless we get to the States.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this against the rest of the schedule, but you may have to call in some outside forces and bring on some exhibition games to keep the team level going up.
Yes, sir.
How about the Dudley Panthers? Would you like to face a team like Dudley?
I think so. That game we saw, it was in the Novant Health. They played GDS, and that was a really good game.
Yeah,
so
they were Greensboro Day and Tamara Thorpe down in that game. They came back and made it a challenge game. I think a good matchup might be the old matchup between, say, Hayley Barber and Essence Abraham. How about that matchup?
That sounds good.
Have you gone against her before anywhere?
No, sir, I haven't.
She's tough, but I think you could be up to the task. Possibly at the I just like to see the battle between the two, see what happens. Be very physical, I think. Memories of that Hayco tournament come out. Any special memories you take out of there?
Probably winning the MVP because I mean I wasn't trying to win it; it was just came natural. And
what you got to do now? You got to try to pull off the a semi Terrace key and try to win it 2 years in a row.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's a good goal to shoot for, you know. Yeah, like I say, play your game. If it happens, it happens. But it's still fun to think, hey, it could be a possibility.
Definitely.
What do you think your team took out of that tournament?
Ever since then, we just knew that coming out of it, that we had to keep working hard. This was just a stop in the road, and we just had to keep going.
If you didn't get that done, though, you didn't take care of business at the Hayco, it would have been like unfinished business. I mean, it's something you had to do almost.
Yes, sir.
Is there ever any pressure on doing it like that? So we got to win these games. Is there any pressure to get that done?
Definitely being undefeated, it puts a little highlight on your back, but other than that, we just got to keep rolling.
What's the team record now?
15-0.
Just thought I'd ask you to see if you do that record. Sometimes we're winning these games, but 15-0 plus, you've been ranked in the States. I even think you might have got ranked in like one of the national polls this week I saw somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Starting to get a lot of good attention. Who do you think's the unsung player on your team? Doesn't get a lot of publicity, probably comes to work every day, does the practice, not really maybe looking for the attention. Is there an unsung player out there?
Either Hunter Newman or probably Leah Wallace, because they are really quiet, but you can definitely notice when they're in the game and they make a big difference. But
It seems like with Hunter, she doesn't mind that role either.
Yes, sir.
Because if she didn't like that role with Hunter, making the passes, getting the rebounds, setting people up, she would have changed her game by now. But she goes about her business and takes care of everything.
Yes,
and
sir.
Leah Wallace, like we talked with Tony, a little bit about Leah Wallace. I mean, Leah comes in and quietly, man, she may have 8 points. She may get 10 points. I'd love to be a player like that.
She definitely gets those transition points.
Yeah, she gets it done in such a quick amount of time. You don't even realize. You look down, there's Leah with like 8 to 10 points. Love having a player off the bench. Gives you great bench strength. A few other questions for Hayley. When you're not practicing at Northwest, where are you working out at?
At the Spears YMCA or at GDS with my trainers.
At GDS, huh?
Yes, sir.
Maybe I'm stepping beyond my bounds. I don't know what's going on. Who are the trainers at GDS?
Well, I have Ken Allen. He's
man, that guy's been around for years. Yeah. Who else?
And then Daniel McCarty's the one at Spears YMCA.
I've seen that guy named. Sometimes his name will show up on the website, the McCarty name. He keeps up with all the girls' basketball.
Yes,
Good
sir.
stuff. But Ken Allen, though, is almost like the, use a biblical term, the Methuselah of basketball. He's been around forever. I'm surprised that guy's not coaching somewhere, but I think he just does all that personal trainer work. One time I think he did help coach some of Greensboro Day. A few other questions. What did you learn the most from From your head coach, Coach Joyner, what she taught you the most about over the year?
Definitely last year it was all about composure and slowing down with the ball and just taking my time and just seeing the court really well. And then this year it's just being a leader and taking control of the team, being team captain. It takes a lot of responsibility and you have to basically go out there and tell everyone what to do and control them.
Did you ever think you would be the one to have this spot when you were younger, or you're even at Northwest? Someday I might be the girl in charge of this team?
No, sir. She would always come to our games, but I was like, I always acted like it was some big deal, like she was a college coach sitting over there or something. But
You felt like the high school coach was a big deal back when you were playing your younger youth games because you wanted to be there one day, be a part of that. That's good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Other than Coach Joyner, who's been the biggest influence in your basketball career?
probably Kristen Shelton, because she's helped me a lot moving on and looking at colleges and just getting my name out there.
Is Coach Shelton able to keep up with you girls even during the season? I guess some.
Yes, sir. She comes to a few of our games when she can. Other than that, she's been coaching at St. Pius. But
And she's doing a good job of that too. West St. Pius team. I hope to get those girls back. How about those little Hurd sisters? Emily Hurd, Jillian Hurd. You seen them, huh?
yes, sir.
They're up and
They're
coming
good.
too. Those kids are on their way. And other than basketball, got a favorite sport? Another sport other than basketball?
Well, I did play softball and volleyball, and then I didn't do that anymore because it was softball. I hate to say it, but it was messing up my shot, so I decided to get out of that. And then volleyball, it was just a pickup sport because my mom played it, so I took after her.
So now it's all basketball?
Yes, sir.
I asked the other girls about this. The day after the school basketball season's over, how soon before you go right back to work for your regular basketball career?
Maybe a week, not even that. I don't know.
Don't
but
take
we
much
jumped
time off
right
at all.
into it.
Then you got those weekend games, right? A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
travel. And you do that out of the Spears YMCA? That's your home base? Or where's your home base?
For the Gators, we go to Prolific Park.
Gotcha. Prolific. Have you ever worked out with Ricky Prohl over there?
Yes,
Ricky?
sir.
That guy's an influence too. Big influence. How far do you see the team going? All the way this year? Possibility?
I think so.
If you don't, you love what you're doing. The girls having fun, got that Fab Five, those juniors, got a great court. You can't ask for a better group of kids. Because I was watching you guys last year and the year before, I was telling people this could be a great group. I didn't even know about you kids in, but now you're coming together. If you don't go all the way, is it secondary or is it still okay?
I don't want to say it's still okay because it still would be a letdown for the seniors this year, but we're only juniors right now, so we still have another year.
But they always told me the best thing, get it done when you're junior, you may not be back as a senior. They have all these
sir.
different philosophies about this stuff, about these games. In school, got a favorite class?
Probably AP Environmental Science because I like the biology field a lot.
Like the outside of that, is that with the animals, the outdoors, or what?
Well, I want to try to go into marine biology, so kind of doing a little bit with environmental stuff.
Does that mean you go to UNC Wilmington to get that done, or where?
Well, I actually just committed to Campbell, so.
Campbell, so you've committed.
Yes, sir.
Check that list off. Campbell's in. Got to
Yes,
be a
sir.
Camel then. That's super. And Jessica Pone, she's still there from Southwest?
Yes, sir.
Good deal, good deal. I wish the Lovett kid was still there. I've always been a huge point guard fan. When Lovett played for Southwest, Zana Lovett. Man, that kid, a lot of people don't like her game because she was just so aggressive, so wide open. But I love that game because she was that way. And with your game is not maybe as much attacking and killing. Your game is just more smooth and knowledgeable about the game. I love those point guards. Love watching them play. If you could add one class to the Northwest curriculum, what would you add over there?
Probably scuba diving or snowboarding.
Wow, that's interesting. Last week, one of my
Action.
questions, snowboarding or scuba diving, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, there used to be a big lake on that backside of that campus. I don't know if anybody was scuba diving that lake or not, but that was there at the time. But I did ask a question last week about the guys on the show. Last question was, would they be interested in doing cross-country skiing, which I think might be kind of an interesting thing. Hayley Barber with us. Hayley, the point guard for Northwest Guilford, 15-0. Of all the colleges out there, is there anybody better than Campbell?
Well, now that I've committed, not really.
I knew we had to put. I wanted to rephrase that question. So we'll be Campbell, and you'll be playing basketball there.
Yes, sir.
Who's the coach there now?
Wanda Watkins.
That one's been there forever. Her name again?
Wanda Watkins.
Watkins, yeah, because I used to go by their post. That woman that's a good coach to have. She's been around for many, many years.
Yes, sir.
Kind of outside of your sport, Cam Newton, you know Cam.
Yes, sir.
Where does he play?
Panthers.
There you go. All right, now the coach of the Panthers, you know him?
Ron Revere.
There you go. Do you know the receivers coach?
Oh, I'm not sure.
He's got a building over on Horseman
Ricky
Creek.
Prohl.
There you go. She's picking it up here now. Good job. Your school's quarterback.
Josh Hummel.
You know the backup guy?
Oh, man.
Nah, I don't know his name either. I remember he came in one game against Grimms and he won the game. I don't know who that guy was. You look at the quarterback and the coach. 3-on-3 game. Let's get to that. 3-on-3. I've got me. I've got LeBron James. I got the Big Show. Who are the two you picked to play against us and beat us?
Probably Chris Paul to get some more ball handling and speed on us, and then I don't know, maybe Dwight Howard for another big guy.
It's not bad because Dwight Howard's kind of having a resurgence of his career. So you got Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, and Hayley Barber versus me, LeBron James, and the Big Show. If I dumped the Big Show, I think I'd pick up P.J. Harrison because P.J. Harrison's just been crazy lately. People have been watching this game go crazy. You look at you and two other girls that could beat any girls' team around. Who would the other two girls be?
I'd say Tony Tucker and Morgan Pointer.
I thought that'd be a great choice. I thought you might say that because if you didn't say that, you couldn't go home tonight because they're here with you. I thought you got to keep. That's my hardest part of this website. I got to keep these girls together. We got these Northwest the Fab Five, and the girls got to keep this girls team together. Got to keep them as a unit. Excellent answer there. Super job. Okay, here we go. Last couple of questions. UNC, Duke, NC State, Wake Forest. Who's got the best overall basketball program in the state among those schools? You think?
Probably UNC or NC State, because NC State's starting to make a comeback and they're coming up hard.
Beat Duke this past week. Almost beat Carolina last night. If you had to go back, here's the question your mom and dad, your friends, everybody wants to know. If you had to go back and do it all over again, and look at you now, 15-0, got these great teammates, got this HACO tournament championship team, got this deal lined up with Campbell College. You had to go back and change it all, do something over again. What would you do over? What would you do different?
As much as I hate to say it, it probably would be not play softball because that really has messed up my shot a lot and it's taken a while to get it back, but I don't know. I'd miss it though.
Skip the softball.
Probably.
And what did it do to hurt your shot?
Well, being catcher, I had the arm to throw down the second, so it makes my shot flat, and I always want to like roll the ball when
Yeah, I can imagine because that's a totally different release and all that action involved in catcher. Plus, you're trying to nail these runners, trying to steal the base, throw it to the right side of the second base bag, left side of the bag. Man, I can see that happening. All right, on game day, anything special you do on game day?
Well, I always go over to the wall and I act like I'm stretching my foot, but actually I say a quick prayer before the game, every single game.
You've now told us. Did anybody know this before?
I know Catherine Moore, but other than that, I'm not sure.
Somewhat the word is now out. I think a lot of people do. I think people, even when they eat their meals, sometimes they'll bow their head like they're straight into their sin a little prayer. I think we need to pray all day long because we need that more than anything, probably. Female role model for you as a basketball player? Is there a role model out there you look to?
Probably Maya Moore.
Yep. Talk more about. I've heard her name all night long. Talk about Maya Moore. What do you know about Maya? I need to know more about Maya Moore.
She's just a great player. I mean, all around, she's got a shooter. She can handle the ball, and then she just gets after it. And
Is that Connecticut again?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
See, I don't know much about women's college basketball. I'll be honest. I mean, I thought about that, and I know a lot about girls' high school basketball. Covered like crazy. The college game I don't know as much about, but I hear those names like Maya Moore. I heard that name. I think it's Skylar Diggins tonight. Heard that name. Learning some things on this deal. Learning quite a bit. Listen, I think I've covered it tonight. I think we've covered it. And that, man, the thing that really hit us the most is that PGP. That is one we got to put a stamp on. That is the one that takes it all, and that is a good one. And you did a good job as always. Keep up the good work. Take that smile, take it to Campbell, but don't leave us behind. Remember us here. And your good buddy, Mr. White, you know Dennis, who works with us, could not be here tonight. He said be sure to say hello to Hayley for him. And Coach Joyner and the entire team, keep up the good work and try to get that state championship.